Your will is the most accurate way to predict the future. Persistence is very important. You should not give up unless you are forced to give up. The only reason I started a company back in '95, an internet company, was because there were only a few internet companies and I couldn't get a job at any of them. Being an entrepreneur is like eating glass and staring into the abyss of death. Work hard, like every waking hour. That's the thing I would say, if you are particularly starting a company. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. The first step is to establish that something is possible. Then probability will occur. I always have optimism, but I'm realistic. It was not with the expectation of great success that I started Tesla or SpaceX. It's just that I thought they were important enough to do anyway. I'm interested in things that change the world or that affect the future and wondrous new technology where you see it. And you're like, wow, how did that even happen? How is that possible? If things are not failing, you are not innovating enough. If you get up in the morning and think the future is going to be better, it is a bright day. Otherwise, it's not. I always invest my own money in the companies that I create. I don't believe in the whole thing of just using other people's money. I don't think that's right. I'm not going to ask other people to invest in something if I'm not prepared to do so myself. The path to the CEO's office should not be through the CFO's office, and it should not be through the marketing department. It needs to be through engineering and design. I think it is possible for ordinary people to choose to be extraordinary. Don't confuse education with schooling. I didn't go to Harvard, but people who work for me did. I say something, and then it usually happens. Maybe not on schedule, but it usually happens. I think it's very important to have a feedback loop where you're constantly thinking about what you've done and how you could be doing it better. I don't create companies for the sake of creating companies, but to get things done. I don't spend my time pontificating about high-concept things. I spend my time solving engineering and manufacturing problems. I think the best way to attract venture capital is to try and come up with a demonstration of whatever product or service it is, and ideally take that as far as you can.